So my landlord cut down my tree and I'm not okay. But I'm so glad I'm not okay, and I wanted to share why. I talk about this more on Instagram, but I sit out in my backyard every single day, and I'm very attached to the plants and the birds out there. It's like a huge part of my like heart and my practice and my life. And so when my landlord came over today to do some repairs on the roof, I saw that he was having to trim back some tree branches, and I was bummed about that, but it was okay. But then I went outside after he had left and saw that the corner of my backyard that used to look like this now looks like this. Look at that. This tree was right outside my office window, so the sun would shine through and like fill up the room with this beautiful green light that was like genuinely one of my favorite parts of my whole entire life. Like I loved this tree, and I've been crying for an hour about it being gone. But during that hour, I've been thinking a lot about one of my favorite paragraphs from one of my favorite books, Joyful Militancy by Nick Montgomery and Carla Bergman, where they're talking about the difference between adhering to a strict moral guideline and practicing relational ethics. The difference between feeling like you should behave a certain way in a certain, like this is what you're supposed to do, versus like seeing yourself as a part of a collective, and so wanting and being empowered to serve that collective good. And they say at one point, someone gets in touch with bird migrations, insects, weather patterns. They affect her more and more deeply as she tunes into their rhythms over months and years. They begin to make her up. The loss is palpable as fewer return each year, and her hatred of the destruction grows alongside her love of the few remaining refuges for non-human creatures where she lives. Her rage and despair finds resonance with others, similarly entwined, and they figure out how to fight together. This is neither individual self-interest nor moral altruism. It is relational ethics, the willingness to nurture and defend relationships. Something else I talk about more on Instagram is wonder, the practice of wonder and choosing to marvel at your life being this thing that connects you to your world in a way that both increases your quality of life and it taps you into the beauty around you, but also like increases your capacity to care and to like fight for the world around you in more and more effective ways. If I had not actively chosen to opt into being in a relationship with the land that I am surrounded by, I would not be feeling the grief that I am feeling right now. I would be having a much more comfortable Saturday, and that in itself would be a loss. I think it is a loss that my landlord can walk into my backyard and chop something down and not even think to like tell me, not even think that's important. So the heartbreak that I am feeling today is in its own way both joy and empowerment, and I'm grateful for it.